The Montreal Canadiens have had a productive offseason, securing key young players like Ivan Demidov and goaltender Jakub Dobes with multi-year extensions. Ivan Demidov, Jakub Dobes extensions highlight quiet Montreal Canadiens offseason +6. However, the team is still actively looking to enhance its offensive capabilities. A significant trade scenario has emerged involving Anaheim Ducks forward Cutter Gauthier, who reportedly scored 41 goals in the 2025-26 season and subsequently turned down a 4-year, $52 million extension from the Ducks. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. A proposed trade on Puck GM suggests Gauthier could land in Montreal in exchange for Alex Newhook, Caden Gould, the signing rights Alexander Zborowski, and Montreal's 2027 first-round pick. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. Gauthier, currently an unsigned restricted free agent, would require a new contract, with his previous deal carrying a $950,000 cap hit. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. The Canadiens currently have just under $10 million in cap space, which will be needed to accommodate a potential extension for Gauthier, who is reportedly seeking $10 to $13 million annually. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. Gauthier, a former 5th overall pick, was traded to the Ducks after refusing to play for Flyers and had a breakout 41-goal season in 2025-26, adding 4 goals and 8 assists in the playoffs. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. The Montreal Canadiens are in an enviable position, a testament to the meticulous planning and shrewd decision-making of General Manager Kent Hughes. The summer has been marked by significant internal commitments, solidifying the foundation of a burgeoning dynasty. Young forward Ivan Demidov, a cornerstone of the future offense, has been locked into a multi-year extension. Ivan Demidov, Jakub Dobes extensions highlight quiet Montreal Canadiens offseason +6. Goaltender Jakub Dobes, who emerged as a playoff stalwart, also secured a new multi-year deal, providing crucial stability in net. Ivan Demidov, Jakub Dobes extensions highlight quiet Montreal Canadiens offseason +6. Even restricted free agent Kirby Dach avoided arbitration, signing a 1-year, $3.6 million extension. Ivan Demidov, Jakub Dobes extensions highlight quiet Montreal Canadiens offseason. These moves, coupled with the existing long-term contracts for Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, and Uri Slavkovsky, mean that Montreal's core is firmly in place, poised for sustained success. The sky, indeed, appears to be the limit for the Habs. But what if the Canadiens could add another layer of offensive dynamism? A player who recently exploded for 41 goals and, in a bold statement of self-worth, reportedly turned down a massive extension from his current club. This isn't hypothetical. It's a very real and incredibly exciting scenario now circulating around Anaheim Ducks forward Cutter Gauthier. The Gauthier Gambit, a bold stroke for Montreal's offense. Reports have recently emerged that Cutter Gauthier, coming off a sensational 41-goal season in 2025-26, rejected a 4-year, $52 million contract extension from the Anaheim Ducks. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. This is a player who, despite his youth, is already demonstrating elite scoring prowess and a clear understanding of his market value. Gauthier, currently an unsigned restricted free agent, is operating on the final year of a 3-year deal with a modest salary cap hit of $950,000. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. This contractual situation, combined with his recent performance and apparent dissatisfaction with Anaheim's offer, has ignited speculation across the league, and Montreal is positioned to be a prime suitor. A recent trade scenario, generated on the roster-building tool Puck GM, paint a vivid picture of how Gauthier could land in Montreal. The proposed deal would see Gauthier shipped to Canadiens in return for a significant package. Forward Alex Newhook, defenseman Caden Gould, the signing rights of prospect Alexander Zborowski, and Montreal's first-round selection in the 2027 NHL Draft. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled Dobes' excellence finds. This is a substantial package, reflecting Gauthier's immense potential and recent production. However, acquiring Gauthier is only half the battle as an unsigned restricted free agent. Any trade would have to be accompanied by a new contract extension. According to Puckpedia, the Canadiens currently possess just under $10 million in available salary cap space. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled, Dobes excellence finds. This cap flexibility is crucial, as a reported deal Gauthier turned down from the Ducks was worth $13 million a season. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled, Dobes excellence finds. If Hughes were to pull the trigger on such a trade, he would face the critical decision of determining an appropriate number to offer Gauthier for his next contract. Is a yearly salary in the range of $10 to $13 million per season justifiable after just one 41-goal campaign? For a player of Gauthier's age and potential, many would argue yes, regardless of the exact financial terms. If the Canadiens were to acquire Gauthier and sign him to a new contract, it would represent another bold and decisive move on the part of Kent Hughes to significantly improve his roster. It would inject an immediate high-impact offensive talent into the lineup, providing the Canadiens with even more help on the offensive side of the puck, a stated goal for the team. Gauthier's journey, from Flyer to Duck to potential Hab. Cutter Gauthier's path to this potential crossroads has been anything but conventional. He was originally taken in the first round, 5th overall, by the Philadelphia Flyers in the 2022 NHL Draft. Habs Daily, Black Aces, led Dobes excellence finds. However, he ultimately never played a single game for the franchise. After 2 seasons playing for Boston College, Gauthier was famously traded to the Anaheim Ducks in return for defenseman Jamie Drysdale and a draft selection. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled, Dobes excellence finds. Reports subsequently emerged that Gauthier had refused to play for Flyers, even ignoring their efforts to get in touch with him, and notably skipped their summer development camp. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled, Dobes excellence finds. This history, while potentially raising questions about player relations, also highlights Gauthier's strong will and determination to control his own destiny. In his first full season with the Ducks in 2024-25, Gauthier demonstrated potential, scoring 20 goals and adding 24 assists. But it was in the 2025-26 season that his offensive production truly took off, as he reached a career-high 41 goals scored, along with 28 assists, for a total of 69 points. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled, Dobes excellence finds. He further solidified his big game credentials by adding 4 goals and 8 assists in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Habs Daily, Black Aces recalled, Dobes excellence finds. Showcasing his ability to perform when the stakes are highest. The strategic implications for Montreal. Acquiring Gauthier would be a transformative move for the Montreal Canadiens. It would immediately slot a dynamic, young, 40-goal scorer into their top 6 forward group, providing an immense boost to their offensive capabilities. Imagine a lineup featuring Nick Suzuki, Cole Caulfield, Uri Slavkovsky, Ivan Demidov, and now Cutter Gauthier. The offensive depth and versatility will be staggering, creating matchup nightmares for opposing teams. The trade package, while significant, is also strategically sound for Montreal. Alex Newhook is a talented player, but Gauthier represents a higher ceiling in terms of pure goal scoring. Caden Gould is a valuable young defenseman, but the Canadiens have a deep prospect pool on the blue line, potentially allowing them to absorb his departure. The 2027 first-round pick is a future asset, and while valuable, it's a price worth paying for a proven young, elite scorer. The signing rights Alexander Zurovsky are a minor piece in the grand scheme of such a blockbuster. This move would further solidify Kent Hughes' reputation as a bold and decisive general manager, unafraid to make the necessary moves to accelerate the Canadiens' competitive window. It would send a clear message to the league that Montreal is not just building for the future. They are building to win now, and for many years to come. The financial flexibility created by the team-friendly deals of their core players is precisely what allows for such an aggressive pursuit of a talent like Gauthier. The road ahead. While the trade scenario remains a proposal, the underlying conditions are ripe for such a move. Gauthier's rejection of Anaheim's extension offer, his proven scoring ability, and Montreal's cap space and desire for offensive help create a compelling narrative. The Ducks, facing a disgruntled star and the prospect of losing him for nothing as an unrestricted free agent in the future, might be compelled to move him sooner rather than later. The question for Kent Hughes and the Canadiens is not if they should pursue Gauthier, but how aggressively. The price will be steep, but the reward could be immense. Another foundational piece, a 40-goal scorer who perfectly fits the team's competitive timeline and offensive philosophy. This is the kind of bold move that can elevate a promising team into a true Stanley Cup contender. So, Canadiens Nation, what is your take on the potential acquisition of Cutter Gauthier? Would you be willing to part with Alex Newhook, Caden Goal, and a 2027 first-round pick for a young 40-goal scorer? Do you believe Gauthier's talent and potential justify a contract in the $10 to $13 million range? And how would adding Gauthier impact your expectations for Canadiens' immediate future and their long-term Stanley Cup aspirations? This is a defining moment for the franchise's offense. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you want to stay ahead of every strategic play, every blockbuster trade, and every development that shapes the future of our beloved Montreal Canadiens, make sure to like this video and subscribe to our channel. The pursuit of greatness is relentless, and sometimes the biggest gambles yield the greatest rewards.